mean, I think, practically speaking, a lot of global organizations, the ones I've been part of, it's a key thing to do to have a baseline, right? So what is it that's common across all of these areas? And then set your baseline of these are the types of controls that I implement. And then, of course, you do have to understand those nuances in the different jurisdictions. And to do that often requires some sort of systemic, way of checking. So it's going to be tooling often involved. You're going to have a way of inventorying AI systems and checking which jurisdiction they're in.
To deregulate AI, two institutes ideological neutrality, and we'll get a little bit more into what that means or what we think it might mean. And third, it's prioritizing American technological supremacy over and above the risk mitigation guardrails that we saw during the Biden administration. So the AI action plan covers three pillars, and each one of the three pillars is accompanied by an EO, an executive order. And I'll go through quickly what those actually, each one of those and what they entail.
Goals and measures of the AI action plan by, as we discussed, focusing more on the guardrails as opposed to fostering unbridled innovation. For example, the federal AI plan deregulates state intervention and risks withholding funds, while enacted state laws insist on transparency, oversight, human control. The AI action plan focuses on infrastructure and exports, while the states regulate usage in sensitive sectors such as mental health and hiring. And the AI action plan prioritizes ideological neutrality in LLMs.
Because I think if we look at it from a business perspective, right, with the previous administration, they were putting a lot of guardrails in place, and a lot of companies were worried, well, first, what if something goes wrong? And also there is a limited supply of funds for startups and less mature companies. I think with the AI action plan, a lot of this is going to go away because this is all about innovation. And at the same time, there's also the recognition that our current energy network is insufficient for AI development, and we do need more data centers.
So you've kind of got this interplay that didn't end up being included in the final package, but you've got this interplay between kind of almost the dynamic nature of the federal regulation, where we've had this significant shift pro-innovation post the Biden administration, but then the states are still doing, and if you're on any of the mailing lists about all of the new updates at the state level, the states are still doing a lot of work around AI, but they're approaching it in a very different way.